What's going on?
So, just checking out the neighborhood.
Few franchises hold their cast the way the Karate Kid did.
Hey, Mr. Miyagi, look!
Decades passed, the world changed, and those faces never fully disappeared from public memory.
When I was 20, I can do a triple kick, bum, 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 bum. Then 20 years later, and double kick, bum.
Behind the nostalgia are real lives that moved through success, struggle, reinvention, and loss.
Why didn't you tell me
What?
that you knew karate?
I never asked.
In ways the original story never predicted. Let's watch how the cast has changed, where life took them after the dojo, and what the years left behind. Jackie Chan. A globally renowned martial arts icon, reimagined the classic mentor role in the 2010 Karate Kid reboot, introducing it to a new generation. Famous actor and globally acclaimed martial arts superstar Jackie Chan portrayed Mr. Han, a reimagined mentor inspired by the classic Karate Kid teacher archetype. The legendary figure of Hong Kong cinema returned in a deeply emotional Hollywood role that impressed global martial arts fans and revealed a more serious, restrained, and dramatically powerful side of his performance. 72-year-old martial arts legend Jackie Chan, in a video interview a few months ago, shared heartfelt reflections on his life, career, and family, recalling iconic Hollywood collaborations, personal revelations about his parents, and his journey from Hong Kong cinema to global stardom. Recently, a video circulating online featuring Jackie Chan and a supposed real daughter had caused confusion among viewers. The clip was actually from the film Ride On, where Chan played a retired stunt performer in a fictional storyline. The actress shown was Liu Haokun, portraying his character's daughter. In real life, Etta Ng has had a strained relationship with her father, Jackie Chan, according to reports. The footage in question was part of a scripted movie scene, not a genuine family interaction. Before going further, check out this child actress, Wenwen Han, from The Karate Kid, 2010. A viral picture has been circulating online that compares how she looked then to how she appears 16 years later. However, we couldn't verify the authenticity of the image, so it may not be real. What's your take? Let us know in the comments. Jaden Smith. Fame was inherited, but the moment the spotlight hit, everything turned into worldwide attention and non-stop controversy. Nepo kid Jaden Smith, born into Hollywood fame as the son of Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, rose to global attention after starring in The Karate Kid, 2010, alongside Jackie Chan. His role as Dre Parker marked a major early milestone, turning him into an international child star and placing him under intense public scrutiny at a young age. The film became a global success and introduced him to both praise and controversy surrounding celebrity privilege and Nepo baby discussions in Hollywood. While various tabloid reports have speculated about Jaden's health or lifestyle over the years, many of these claims regarding drug habits remain unverified and largely stem from internet rumors or misinterpretations of his parents' candid interviews about their parenting journey. In later years, Jaden shifted his focus toward music, fashion, and creative expression. His unconventional style, experimental music projects, and bold public image often sparked mixed reactions. While many appreciated his artistic individuality, others criticized his statements and online presence, leading to frequent debates on social media. Despite the criticism, he built a strong identity in alternative fashion culture and youth-driven creative spaces. Today, he continues to evolve his career across multiple creative industries, moving far beyond his early child actor fame. Ralph Macchio. Teen icon Ralph Macchio rose to worldwide fame after starring as Daniel LaRusso in The Karate Kid, becoming one of the most recognizable young actors of the 1980s. The role of an underdog learning discipline and confidence turned into a defining pop culture moment, establishing long-lasting recognition and a loyal global fan base. Following early success, career momentum slowed compared to other Hollywood stars, leading to periods of lower visibility in mainstream cinema. Despite this, consistent work in television and independent projects kept the career active, with a steady presence in the entertainment industry. Public image remained largely controversy-free, often associated with professionalism and a grounded personal life rather than scandals. A major resurgence came decades later with the hit series Cobra Kai, where the return to the Daniel LaRusso character introduced a new generation to the franchise while reconnecting with longtime fans. The series redefined the legacy, adding depth and maturity to the original character. Today, at 64 years old, Ralph Macchio stands as a respected legacy actor, balancing nostalgia, renewed fame, and a stable career built on one of the most iconic roles in film history. In a 2024 interview on CBS News Sunday Morning, Ralph Macchio reflected on his audition, his bond with Pat Morita, and why the film still resonates today. Pat Morita, a comedy actor once known for laughter, transformed into a wise teacher who shaped generations of audiences. Legendary character actor Pat Morita became a global icon through the role of Mr. Miyagi in The Karate Kid. The portrayal of a wise, humble martial arts mentor left a lasting impact on audiences worldwide, turning the character into one of the most beloved teacher figures in film history.
Hey, Mr. Miyagi, look!
Before this breakthrough, Pat Morita was widely known for comedic roles, particularly in television, which made the dramatic depth of Mr. Miyagi even more remarkable. The role combined humor, wisdom, and emotional storytelling, creating a timeless cinematic presence that continued through multiple sequels. Despite professional success, later years included personal struggles, including widely reported battles with alcoholism that affected both health and career opportunities. Even so, continued appearances in films and television reflected lasting dedication to the craft. The character of Mr. Miyagi continues to inspire new generations through the ongoing popularity of the franchise, especially with the revival seen in modern series like Cobra Kai, preserving an enduring cultural impact. Pat Morita, whose portrayal of the wise and dry-witted Mr. Miyagi in The Karate Kid earned an Academy Award nomination, died at the age of 73 on Thursday at his home in Las Vegas. Elisabeth Shue, the golden girl of the 80s, radiant, beloved, and unforgettable, from The Karate Kid and Back to the Future. Actress Elisabeth Shue gained widespread recognition for the role of Allie Mills in The Karate Kid, where a key supporting character became part of one of the most iconic teen drama stories of the 1980s. The performance helped establish early Hollywood success and opened doors to a variety of film opportunities across different genres. Behind early success, a deep personal tragedy struck in 1988 with the loss of younger brother William Shue, a moment that changed life forever and added emotional weight to future performances. Instead of disappearing from Hollywood, a career transformation followed. Stronger and more complex roles began to appear, including Leaving Las Vegas, which earned an Academy Award nomination and showcased intense emotional depth. Over time, Hollywood fame took a backseat as family life became a priority, leading to a quieter period away from the constant spotlight. After a period of reduced mainstream visibility, a return to television and selective film roles kept the career active. A brief comeback appearance in the series Cobra Kai reintroduced the character's connection to a new generation of fans. Martin Kove. Shock spread through a fan convention when a familiar face from one of the most iconic martial arts franchises suddenly became part of real-world controversy.
Very clear with witnesses. No, we're gonna hear me because I want to be very clear in front of everyone here. Martin.
Actor Martin Kove, known for portraying the intense Sensei John Kreese in Cobra Kai and The Karate Kid, was involved in a reported incident at SummerCon in Puyallup, Washington. Accounts from the event described a tense verbal interaction with co-star Alicia Hannah Kim that allegedly escalated during a public appearance, leading to concern among attendees and involvement from event staff. The atmosphere inside the convention reportedly shifted quickly, from excitement to confusion as organizers responded, and the situation was addressed on-site. While reports at the time mentioned a dispute and the actor was asked to leave the venue to de-escalate the situation, legal details regarding restriction orders remained largely part of social media speculation rather than confirmed public court records. Following the incident, Kove released a public apology, acknowledging inappropriate behavior and expressing regret over what occurred. The situation sparked online debate about conduct at fan events, accountability, and the pressure surrounding public appearances, turning a scheduled celebration into a widely discussed controversy. Martin Kove became famous as the intense Sensei John Kreese in The Karate Kid, later continuing his legacy through Cobra Kai and action film roles. Yuji Okumoto, a rival once defined by rage and rivalry, suddenly returned decades later. But this time, the story refused to stay the same. Actor Yuji Okumoto first gained attention through The Karate Kid Part 2, where the role of Chosen Taguchi became one of the most memorable antagonists in the franchise. What began as a symbol of conflict and pride turned into a defining piece of martial arts cinema history, shaping how audiences viewed the original storyline beyond the first film. After early recognition, the career continued through steady roles in film and television, including action projects, drama appearances, and independent productions. While the mainstream spotlight varied over time, consistent work kept the presence alive within the industry, building a reputation grounded in longevity rather than constant fame. Years later, everything shifted again when the character of Chosen returned in Cobra Kai. This time, the role carried emotional depth, growth, and redemption, transforming a former rival into a complex ally. That evolution reconnected old and new audiences, turning a once simple antagonist into a lasting symbol of change within the franchise legacy. If you've made it this far, please hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Now back to the next. Tamlyn Tomita. In the summer of 1986, a young Tamlyn Tomita stepped onto the shores of Okinawa and stole millions of hearts as Kumiko, the warm, graceful dancer who brought tenderness and cultural beauty to The Karate Kid Part 2. Amid flying kicks and intense rivalries, her soft smile and quiet strength gave Daniel and the audience a moment of pure sincerity and first love. She wasn't just a romantic interest. Now, nearly 40 years later, Tamlyn Tomita is 60 years old, and she has aged like fine wine. The same elegant beauty, the same gentle fire in her eyes, only deeper, wiser, and even more captivating. Time did not dim her glow. It refined it. After her breakout role, she built a rock-solid career with powerful performances in The Joy Luck Club, The Day After Tomorrow, Star Trek, Picard, and many more. She never chased the spotlight. She earned respect through quiet excellence and versatility. Recently, in an article featured in The Karate Kid Part 2, 1986, Daniel LaRusso travels to Okinawa, where he meets Kumiko and shares a brief teenage romance that ends when she moves to Tokyo. Decades later in Cobra Kai Season 3, they reunite in Japan, reconnect, and Kumiko helps Daniel find closure through Miyagi's letters and a meeting with Chosen. Randee Heller. Back in 1984, a strong single mother left everything behind in New Jersey and moved to the rough streets of Reseda with a teenage son. That unforgettable character, Lucille LaRusso, became one of the emotional anchors of The Karate Kid. While the story focused on training, rivalry, and discipline, Lucille brought warmth, stability, and heart. Working tirelessly and offering constant support, the character grounded the film in love and resilience, standing out as one of the most memorable mothers in 80s cinema. The absence of Lucille in The Karate Kid Part 2 left a noticeable gap for audiences, making the return in The Karate Kid Part 3 even more impactful. Beyond this franchise, the legacy continued through notable appearances in classic television such as Soap, and later in the critically acclaimed Mad Men. Decades later, Lucille's presence remains meaningful. A return in Cobra Kai helped bring the story full circle, reminding audiences that strength is not only found in competition, but also in quiet sacrifice, compassion, and the enduring power of family. Heller attended the Cobra Kai series finale premiere event at the Egyptian Theater in Hollywood in February 2025. Hilary Swank. From a storm of teenage anger in a quiet dojo to standing among Hollywood's most decorated performers, one journey completely rewrote what resilience looks like.
I try to tell you nothing. Try to teach you something.
Teach me? Look at you, you can't even speak English.
Actor Hilary Swank first stepped into the spotlight in the next Karate Kid as Julie Pierce, a rebellious teenager searching for direction under the guidance of Mr. Miyagi. What began as frustration slowly transformed into discipline, patience, and inner strength, turning a raw performance into something deeply human and unforgettable. That early role became the foundation for a career defined by fearless commitment. Years later, she stunned the world with transformative performances in Boys Don't Cry and $1 Million Baby, earning 2 Academy Awards and proving that emotional truth could outweigh everything else on screen. Each role carried the same intensity first seen in the dojo, only now refined into award-winning mastery. Beyond the screen, her life evolved into balance and purpose. Now a mother of twins, she continues to work on meaningful projects, including environmental advocacy and public recognition for her activism. Even without returning in later franchise chapters, her place in the Miyagi legacy remains firmly unforgettable. Pat E. Johnson. One hidden mastermind behind a movie changed how the world sees karate forever, without ever needing the spotlight. Martial artist and choreographer Pat E. Johnson played a crucial role in shaping the Karate Kid, working as both fight choreographer and on-screen referee. With deep Tang Soo Do roots and real combat experience, every movement designed under his guidance carried authenticity, discipline, and emotional meaning, rather than flashy movie exaggeration. What looked like simple tournament scenes on screen was actually carefully constructed martial arts storytelling. Stances were precise, blocks had purpose, and strikes reflected real philosophy instead of staged chaos. Even the referee's presence, though subtle in the story, connected the entire competition to a sense of structure and respect. After the film's success, his influence continued beyond Hollywood sets. He became a respected instructor and consultant, training actors and helping shape martial arts accuracy in later productions. His work quietly built a bridge between real dojo tradition and cinematic storytelling. In modern times, his legacy lives in every iconic tournament moment, every disciplined lesson, and every reminder that true martial arts is not just fighting, but also control, respect, and character. Pat E. Johnson passed away on November 5, 2023, at the age of 84, leaving behind a legacy that permanently changed martial arts cinema. Sean Kanan. A raging tournament villain from the past came back years later and shocked everyone by not being the same person anymore. Actor Sean Kanan entered the Karate Kid Part 3 legacy as Mike Barnes, a fierce high-intensity competitor hired to crush Daniel LaRusso. Unlike earlier rivals, the character brought raw aggression, constant pressure, and a fighting style that felt unpredictable, almost chaotic, making the All-Valley tournament feel more dangerous than ever before. After the film, the career continued through steady television work, including long-running soap opera appearances and guest roles across multiple series. Even with consistent work, the Mike Barnes persona remained the most recognizable early imprint in entertainment history, turning into a cult favorite among franchise fans. Years later, the character returned in modern storytelling with a completely different energy. Instead of pure aggression, Barnes was portrayed with restraint, reflection, and growth shaped by time. That shift turned a one-dimensional villain into a layered legacy figure who had moved beyond his past. Recently, Kanan has continued active appearances tied to fan events and Cobra Kai-related discussions, often engaging with audiences celebrating the franchise revival. His ongoing presence keeps the Mike Barnes legacy alive in modern pop culture conversations, especially as nostalgia for the original films continues to grow. Peyton List. A teenage girl stepped into a dojo already filled with rivals, and instead of breaking, she turned survival itself into her deadliest fighting style. That fierce force was Peyton List as Tori Nichols in Cobra Kai, a character forged in fire, shaped by struggle, and driven by raw instinct. From the first appearance, Tori stood out as someone shaped by real-world struggle rather than comfort, bringing raw energy into every fight and turning every scene into a battle for stability as much as victory. As the story progressed, the aggressive exterior began to crack. Moments of vulnerability revealed a teenager caught between anger and empathy, making the character far more layered than a simple rival. Every punch, every tournament match, and every decision reflected internal conflict rather than just competition. Outside the dojo world, List continued building a strong career across film, television, and fashion. moving from earlier child and teen roles into more mature, grounded performances. Her screen presence became known for balancing emotional depth with physical intensity. Recently, she has remained active in entertainment projects and public appearances tied to Cobra Kai's ongoing popularity and final season preparations, with fans continuing to celebrate Tori Nichols as one of the franchise's most complex modern characters. Tony O'Dell. Small supporting role inside a karate dojo story quietly came back decades later, and suddenly had a whole new generation paying attention again. Actor Tony O'Dell gained recognition as Jimmy in The Karate Kid, part of the Cobra Kai dojo, and one of the supporting antagonists in the original story. While not the central villain, the character helped build the tense atmosphere of teenage rivalry and dojo conflict that made the All Valley tournament feel real, emotional, and unpredictable. After the early success of the film, the career continued with guest appearances in television series and smaller film roles through the 1980s and 1990s. Visibility in mainstream Hollywood remained limited compared to lead actors, but steady work kept a consistent presence across entertainment projects over time. Years later, the resurgence of the franchise through Cobra Kai brought renewed attention to original cast members. Even supporting characters from the first film regained interest as fans revisited the roots of the story and connected past and present timelines. In recent years, O'Dell has made occasional appearances at fan conventions and Karate Kid-related events, where legacy cast reunions and franchise celebrations continue to keep the original dojo era alive for longtime audiences. Rob Garrison. Loud dojo energy from the 1980s suddenly became one of the most emotional memories ever carried into the franchise's modern revival. Actor Rob Garrison gained lasting recognition for portraying Tommy in The Karate Kid, a member of the Cobra Kai dojo whose intensity and energy helped define the rivalry inside the original story. The character's presence, especially in group dojo scenes, became part of what made the Cobra Kai dynamic so memorable for fans across generations. In later years, renewed attention came through convention appearances, interviews, and fan events tied to the franchise. Cast reunions and retrospective discussions often revisited behind-the-scenes memories, and appreciation for the original ensemble grew even stronger as Cobra Kai introduced the story to a new audience. Rob Garrison passed away in September 2019 at age 59, following health complications involving kidney and liver issues. His final on-screen performance in Cobra Kai Season 2 served as a poignant tribute, mirroring his real-life battle and preserving his place in the Karate Kid legacy. Today, occasional reposts, tributes, and anniversary discussions from fans continue to surface online, keeping the memory of Tommy and the original dojo era alive within modern pop culture conversations. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through how the Karate Kid actors have changed over time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates and movie transformations. From classic 1984 legends to the 2010 reboot stars, the legacy continues to inspire new generations. Stay tuned for more celebrity evolution and behind-the-scenes stories from Hollywood's biggest franchises.